Next up, we have Tonya. Oops, here we go. Get this line. There you go. Tonya Kerry. She is an administrative law judge in New York City and is an inspirational speaker. Now, Tonya is committed to inspiring others. She is the author of 12 Secrets to Living a Life You Love, but more importantly, is known professionally as the Love Coach. Yes, yes. She uses her own love mishaps to coach others along the love journey. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, give it up for her. Now I'm stalling now. We're now switching to the love. Give it a 4, Tonya Kerry. He's now coming to the stage with the lamb that she specifically asked not to use. But that's okay because we know how to flex in the speakers. Yes, all right, here we are. And now, with a thunderous applause and a last Are you ready, Tonya? And go!
It's 1993, and Tina Turner sings it. What's love got to do with it? What's love but a second hand emotion? What's love got to do with it?
Where the heart can be broken.
But I'm thinking, wait a minute. Love has everything to do with it. Because there I was in the closet, on the floor, crying and broken. Crying because I was facing a failed marriage. And I did not want to be part of divorce statistics. You know the numbers. They're very, very high, very scary. And I didn't want to be part of that group. I also did not want to be stressed out because I know what stress can do to you. And stress can wreak havoc over a speaker's career. But there I found myself facing all of these issues, looking at some of these on the list, especially fatigue and going down a little bit to the irritable, what syndrome. I was dealing with all of that and not wanting to be divorced. So I looked at my life and I said, what is it? What is the lesson here? And I remember my friend's mother said to me, Mrs. Steele, if you live long enough, baby, Maud is going to teach you some things. And I learned that Maud is life. And if you live long enough, life will teach you some things. So what I was learning in that closet, in that very, very broken state, first thing I learned and came to realize is that Denzel is not leaving Pauletta. It's not going to happen. So I said to myself, Tonya Kerry, you can just get that out your head right now. Won't happen. The other thing I learned when I was in the closet just crying is that I wanted Mr. Amazing. And I knew that, was reminded that love is patient and love is kind. Love is not what I was dealing with. Love is not broke down bubble. So I was very, very clear about that. And my friend Jean said if a relationship is working, you would not have to work it so hard. I'm reminded also, in the closet, I was reminded that Tony Robbins says, one of my mentors says that it is in moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. And so I knew that I was making a whole destiny change. I knew that I was going to do it a lot differently. I was going to come up a different kind of women. And just for women, know that love loves sexy shoes. The kind of shoes that I heard the preacher say, testify and prophesy. And they just start speaking in tongues. The kind of shoes, my sisters, that when he walks up to you, they speak for themselves and they say, hello, on their own. Those are the kinds of shoes you need, especially if you want to attract a mate. But I made a commitment to myself. And that commitment was that I would remember the good things and laugh and share so much more when love showed up the next time around. I also decided that I was going to be clear and focused and strong about who I was. And I urge you to do that. Those of you looking for a mate, get clear and focused about who you are going to be and what you want. The other thing that I did as I was coming up out of this brokenness, if you will, I decided that I needed to make some lists. I decided that there was value in everything. And my most important list, we've heard it throughout this entire convention, my most important list was what was I willing to give. I decided that Mr. Amazing needed something and I was going to give him something. I already was the foxy mama he was looking for. But I decided that I was going to be ready and willing to love and have fun. Ready in my mind, ready in my spirit about what I wanted to do. And I also want to share with you that T.D. Jake says, get ready, get ready, get ready. One of the things I did was I would go home and in my apartment, had this great apartment. I would go in the door, nobody was in there, but I would say, honey, I'm home. Just in preparation for attracting the man who was coming. Biggest thing I did, and I offer to you no more negative talk about men. I know that will be difficult. I want to offer that to you and also to the men in the room. It will indeed be difficult. No more negative talk about women, especially if you want to attract someone amazing. My pastor says you don't have to chase after that which you can attract. So your idea, my sister, is to become the honeypot that he is seeking. I did. And I know that Loretta LaRoche is right. Life is not a stress rehearsal. And my daughter, Jessica Nicole, reminded me not too long ago. She said, Mommy, don't look back. It will make you encouraged. So if you're holding on to Bubba's trinkets and all this stuff, let it go. Because that, holding on to what was, really will make you discouraged or encouraged. My best advice, though, is keep away from crazy. If you see crazy coming, cross the street. You cannot fix, cure, or redeem crazy, so let him or her go. Best advice. And consider this, though, if you really want to attract a mate, crying in the closet and creating a new paradigm shift about how love is supposed to be and what you are willing to give, and really, really look to becoming the love that you seek. Really, it is about reinventing yourself to becoming the amazing person so you can attract Mr. or Miss Amazing. And for me now, I have a 6'2" sack of sugar. Excited about that. So I answer Miss Turner's question. What's love got to do with it? I say to her, everything.